All right, first business tonight is approval of minutes of the last meeting of 7/1/2026.
I move the minutes be approved as written.
Second.
Any deletions, additions, corrections? Seeing none, those in favor? Thank you, Kim. Selectmen's comments. Tom.
Yeah, a couple things. Last week, Mr. Stoner asked what you need to do to become a library trustee. So I went and looked up in the bylaws. To be a library trustee, you have to be a corporator and a resident of one of the served towns. Trustees are elected by the corporators, and the nominations for trustee come from the board of trustees or from an existing corporator, and they vote on those nominees at the annual October meeting.
How do you become a corporator so you can become a trustee?
They're elected by the corporators in October. So every October, the corporators elect more corporators. There's 100 corporators and 15 board members.
Well, and I think actually when I first was asked to join the board of trustees, I was not a corporator, so it automatically
They
happened.
voted you both at the same time.
Yes, yeah.
So. Second thing, this came up again at the last Climate Resilience Committee meeting, and I thought it'd be worth talking about a little bit again. The outcome of the work, the mitigation and the resilience plan has a lot of congruence with the type of work that a comprehensive plan is going to need, the kind of research and community outreach and such. So I just wanted to bring that up again, and maybe maybe I could work with you, Allison, to put together like a sort of a proposal to start looking at recruiting committee members and to try to get that effort underway.
We could put something, let's put it out on the website. And
Yeah.
everything, see if we can get people interested. I mean, we should have, God, it's been like.
Well, you were on the board, I was on the planning board, and I was on, when the last comp plan was on, so you guys must have somehow formed this comprehensive plan,
Right.
maybe.
Well, I was actually on the planning board when we did the first one in 1991.
And I was on the one in
And that's why I was
2009.
on the comprehensive planning.
Yeah,
You did the
91.
I did the
We-
one in
We
2000,
did do it again in what, 90?
no, 2009.
2009.
2009, yes.
Yeah.
We did form the board then.
I think the select board. I think it's true. Maybe come up with some.
Yeah.
Just a little
It was
strategy.
brought up at the public hearing of the planning board the other night. So
Oh, yeah?
Monday night was a public hearing for a read thing, and,
Yeah.
and Tom, you were there. And it was brought up, comp plan and how does it align? And of course, that was a little difficult, grandfathering property and some other things there. But anyway, I do think that we
It's time.
we need to do that. We need to advertise when it comes to.
And there's
ready
there's
reach
state
out.
money.
We could reach out to
I think we should
MCOG
just
for help.
advertise, see if we can't get
for applicants.
9 people that are
Yeah.
interested. I think the board was what, I think the comp plan board was 7 people with 2 alternates.
That's
I
what it
don't
was
remember.
last time.
I can't remember,
I don't
but it
remember.
was somebody from.
It's Clark and Ree Granger,
Yeah.
me,
Yeah. I know, I'm drawing a blank. I remember the first one very well.
oh, Joan Jordan. Joan
Very well.
Jordan.
Yeah, Joe Jordan was on
So
Yeah.
of those people, only one of us is left in town.
it. But I think it should be at least 7 people with 2 alternates, something like that, or
Yeah.
9 people with 2
Yeah,
alternates.
but MCOG can give us some,
Yeah.
we did not use, and we did have somebody from, I don't know where it's from, maybe the state planning office.
Right.
I thought there was a state person
All right,
on the
anything else,
list.
Tom?
Yeah, there was.
Tom, you got
That's it.
anything
That's it from.
else? Allison?
I did, just an update actually on Woolwich Day, the library's gonna be coming with whatever the games and the stuff that they did last time. And the Climate Resilience Committee is also gonna be there. Also, they were there last time. And then the other thing is that I just sent information probably an hour ago to Kim about the current, the last registered owner
Yeah, I
of the
figured
boat.
that out.
Yeah.
Last
How you-
registered.
Oh, good.
Owner of the boat who lives in West Newfield.
But that was last registered in 97.
So,
and he was from Kennebunkport. But,
I thought the address was West Newfield.
well, when he registered it,
Yeah,
it was in
yeah.
Kennebunk.
So should we call him and say, come get your boat?
Well, to be honest, I'm like perplexed at how Edgecombe got the whole number and the registration number.
Yeah.
It wasn't even similar.
It wasn't even close.
whatsoever.
One number was the
Did they
same.
just pick it out? I don't
Well,
know.
they
Even
must have
said,
had a
"Oh, well,
record
let's look at any dories that are registered and fine, pick this one. But
Yeah, so I don't know whether you follow that the numbers that I gave the state that I got from Edgecombe bore no resemblance to the boat down the hill, and the state called the guy and said, come get your boat. And it's like, what do you mean? My boat's in Messalonsky Lake. I just registered it.
yeah, that was
And then
quite a
Kim-
comical
And then Kim called him too.
conversation. That was interesting.
That boat's been sold probably 5 times
I know.
since 97.
But if the registration doesn't
Well,
move
it's a
with
sale
it,
boat, unless they put a motor on the back of it.
I'll be
there is a
surprised if-
motor.
well,
There is a motor.
Well,
He
there
was
is a
born in
motor now, but
44.
you have to understand, Chris was a heck of a nice guy, but he wasn't real big on following the rules, so.
This is not
the last guy
uncommon.
I knew that owned it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he never registered that boat.
It's not uncommon.
So what's our next step?
Yeah.
Just to try to reach out to this gentleman and,
And then if we don't, we can tell, the state can, I think the way it works is that the state then, we can tell them that and they can declare it abandoned and we can do what we want with it.
okay.
So that's it.
Okay, Dale,
Gonna close Route 127 Monday, so everybody's gonna be using town
they
roads.
come now with a estimate of how long it's gonna be.
Yes,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
get to me,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can tell you.
yeah.
Allison.
Jason will tell you about the
Okay, I'll
meeting.
defer to Jason about it then,
No,
and it's just want everybody to
Yep.
remember that it's gonna be shut down.
Yeah, anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, so, to start with, Allison and I did attend the MDOT pre-construction meeting last Thursday morning in Augusta, at 6:00 Monday morning. Officially is what we were told, that the road would be closed. The contractor has up to 15 days, although the calendar, they showed the Friday after the Friday that they would try to get it open, but technically it would be the 4th of August. They have, doesn't mean it may not open
They have
soon.
15 business
15 business days
days.
to work on it, yeah. So.
Only the state can make 15 days last over a month.
So a couple of things that we did talk about, we brought up all the concerns about Dana Mill Road, local traffic. They have moved some message boards around
Yeah.
up on 27.
Oh, good, okay.
I've been watching, they've done all that. They did say that they would provide a couple of signs on Dana Mill Road that say local traffic only. I reached out to Jason Warwick, Sean, I think you know most of this, but sending him all the information, the contact stuff that Kim sent out that we have. Also, he's looking to put the speed sign in Days Ferry maybe. They sent out emails, you probably know more than I know about this, but said he's reached out to officers, deputies about speeding problems, 128, this, that, and the other. It's a 7-foot culvert. I asked a bunch of questions. They may open, when they do open the road, it doesn't mean that they're done.
Yeah.
So there'll be one-lane traffic, likely, but it's restricted to daytime only. They're not allowed to do that at nighttime.
So it would be open at nighttime.
Right,
Yeah.
full open, yeah, and of course, we talked about Bath Iron Works, and as you know, with Ranger and those guys, they open, try to get the road open before 3:00 or whatever it was. We also asked about whether it would be paved. The calendar says that they'll pave it, then open the road, but the contractor said that might not happen, and we kind of warned them about our experience in town of high-speed roads from gravel, pavement to gravel, and the problems that come with that, but right? What else was there? Oh, jeepers.
You got the number, the emergency number.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just sent it out.
Yeah, I sent you all that, right? It's the same thing, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they, as you know now, we have the Union Bridge schedule. That's another thing I wanted to mention. It says September 1st, on or after September 1st, and being done by the end of November, right? Is what I saw. So it will not interfere with this project.
How much will that interfere with school buses?
Which one?
Union.
Union Bridge is gonna be one lane. It's gonna have lights.
Okay.
So it'll be temporary traffic lights. It will be one lane. And,
What are
that's,
they gonna do to the Union Bridge?
Well,
Take it up completely?
no, it's a 1955 bridge, as I remember. And, it needs deck work, it needs abutment work, it needs, guardrail
How long
work.
is that closure?
It's September 1st. When I say closure, the work frame is September 1st to November.
Oh, it is, okay.
30 or 30.
How long the bridge is it? It's what, 22 feet?
Yeah, I think it's a little more than that. I think it's 30, what's that? Yeah,
50.
yeah, it's a little bit longer than that, yeah. And then just to remind you, they're also gonna work on this bridge, on the George Wright
Yes,
Road.
I see that. I got a notice on that.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be one lane?
No, I don't know, it's requiring the guardrail's exposed, and there was the rebar and the concrete guardrail and this, that, and the other. I don't think the deck's getting done, but there's some work being done, and so stay tuned for that, but, all right, a couple other quick things. They did get the street light installed at the, south end of Weston Road. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but
I did,
street lights out.
I did.
We're waiting on the one on the north end
Yeah,
of Shaw Road.
yeah.
And, so see what happens, but they made progress on that. And we all know Woolwich Day is August 8th. And Sean, I'm just,
Yep,
it's
it's
no,
scheduled for next week.
it is, that would be great. All right, thank you very much, the 10th. And that's all I have.
Okay.
That's it.
I have nothing tonight. Public comments, now's the time for public comments.
I thought I was gonna do
Oh.
the business.
Just a second, I'll get you right
Okay.
after public comments.
So I'm trying to understand the library aspect. So what you're saying then is the library's keeping it very close to the vest as to how they control their operations. So hopefully, as a matter of record, it would be good to have them actually disclose their full cost and expenses report to the select board in complete fullness rather than just glossed over partial. And the one that I did attend, where they did not disclose anything yet, the expert from the library board in the town meeting explicitly said, oh, they always disclose all the information at the select board meeting, and they did not. So that information should be fully disclosed by the library board to the select board next time. And also, the information that they indicated at the question and answer period for the library, that all their salary information is online with the Maine Library Association, which is not true either. So there's a lot of details that go along with the library being transparent. And that's really the issue, not the fact that there's a library. It's important to have a good library, there's no doubt about that. But the transparency or lack thereof is really the key issue. And on that basis, did anyone find the information whether the board meetings are open to the public?
They are.
They are. So they're
And-
advertised well enough that the public knows when the board meetings.
I'm not sure how they're.
No, but they are, but actually there's also, I just found, they're Zoom, they're
Zoom.
available on Zoom too.
Oh, Zoom, too.
They're not live streamed, but they're available on Zoom. I kind of agree with you about the salary stuff, because it is in a weird place on the Maine State Library page, and it's broken out in a very weird way.
There's
And-
somewhere I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I can send you the link, but it was in a very weird spot, and everybody agrees that it's in a weird spot, but,
Because apparently the salary, if you add benefits and retirement package and all that, those apparently come close to the $200,000, which was devalued by the individual in the town meeting. So they're very good at deflecting the truth.
So I appreciate your concern and everything, but the library is a private enterprise, and we have no control over it all, so.
I understand we don't have
I
any control
think
over
this
it.
would be better taken up with the library.
Well, that will be happening, but they are a significant donation by the town, that's tax money.
Yeah.
And that's money that a lot of people don't have to pay at the moment. That's the point of lack of transparency.
yeah. I'll send you the link that I found on that.
Tracy, you wanted to talk to us about,
A possible way to save some money
Yep.
in the town, and I'll need the chief's input. And EMS, are you the EMS director?
Yes.
Okay. So paid family medical leave with the volunteer firefighters, it pushes the employee count above 15 or more. And if I need to speak up, just let me know. So with 15 or more employees, the town our tax money has to go and pay that other 0.5% in taxes at the end of the year with the W-2. And I would like to propose that the volunteer firefighters get a 1099 so they don't have any PFML taxes taken out of their check, and the town can save themselves another 0.5% on all that money going out.
So I have a question. Does that mean, and it's been a while, so can't remember if I ever knew this, but if they do a 1099 and they don't have to take it out, means that they cannot take advantage of paid family medical leave, right? Yeah.
All the firefighters have full-time jobs.
So they're already,
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
are they getting a large
Yeah,
amount of money
yeah.
every year from volunteering? And I'm not including the chief,
no, I'm just
Or the
asking the
director.
question, yeah,
So EMS.
some of the paramedics.
yeah, okay,
They're paid
sorry.
staff, they are employees of the town, they're
Right.
not volunteer. So some of them work other jobs, some of them work EMS only in Woolwich, nobody's full-time, but, they are paid employees, they're not volunteers. They wouldn't do 1099, I don't know how that would work. We also do have someone who's currently using your paid that he's been paying.
600.
So I don't see that working.
Except you're not gonna get a lot of money
So,
600, some of our firefighters
with
make
minimum wages
$200.
that the
I mean,
volunteers.
half a percentage is not very much, okay?
Yeah, but that's a stipend.
It's
Okay,
not,
It's
how many total
Ten
employees are you
ninety-nine
paying?
can only be issued if somebody makes $600 or less.
Or more.
Or more, $600 or more. So a lot of our firefighters only get a couple $100 a year.
There's also a problem with 1099s because you can't pay somebody by 1099 if you have control over their working environment and the way they do their job and that sort of thing. So
So the other thing.
Actually, you do have control over paying a 1099. It's
I'm sorry?
completely up to the
They can
town.
be responsible for their own taxes.
that's,
Yeah.
employment law prohibits you
I
from.
did look at that up when Tracy brought it up at the town meeting. And,
Well, wait,
But-
I can't remember the exact wording, but it was just how, even though they're considered volunteers, they're still employees of the town.
Right.
And it's not something that you can do at 1099 because they are employees. workers' comp,
They're covered by the
blah, blah,
insurance
blah.
and stuff,
Yep.
yeah.
Because they're under the control.
Even though it's a volunteer, they're still employees of the
Even,
town.
even though that they're volunteer, they quote unquote
Yep.
volunteer, they're still under the control of the
Yes.
supervisor for the town.
Correct. Because I did look that up, Tracy, when you did mention it
And
at the town meeting.
24,
I knew I'd get the answer if I came.
Yeah.
So, what you're telling me is because of workman's comp, you can't give them 1099s?
They are technically considered employees of the town, even though they are volunteers.
Because
Yeah.
they
Because they have to follow policies and procedures of the town.
Well, the fire department and EMS have their own SOGs as well.
Correct.
but we also.
We have to follow the states
Follow the town.
The townwide personnel policies too, that everybody has to follow. How much vacation you can take and how you have to behave. and-
Volunteers don't get vacation.
Not volunteers, no, but
Well, neither does the select board.
Well,
Right.
technically, they're not volunteers, it's a paid call, from a legal standpoint, from the state of Maine, it's a paid call department.
Right.
Okay, they volunteer a lot of time and effort,
I know, I
But
used to
they
be a
are-
volunteer
but they
many,
are-
many moons ago.
they
Yeah.
are.
Thank you for
technically, they're a
that.
Paid call department, because when
Like
they're
liquids that
working
won't
for
join
the
again.
town, they're getting paid while they're working for the town.
But I understand too, the volunteer term, you know, if there's a
Let's
fire.
call it volunteer.
No.
I
but-
know,
but-
right?
But the other side of that is if there's a fire tonight and you know, Sean, I shouldn't be Sean, but Dale wakes up, he's on the fire department, he doesn't go because he doesn't feel well, then, you know, that there's a little leeway that way, you know what I mean? But that's the only real difference.
Right.
What I mean is if he doesn't go to the fire, it doesn't mean that he's in trouble if he meets his, you know.
So if I do some research, I'm paying out a 1099 with a workman's comp, that's the only reason?
It's not just basically, it's not just workman's comp. It has a lot to do with, they have to follow the guidelines and procedures of the town. So they're technically considered a town employee.
Okay.
liability insurance,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
that sort of
There's
thing.
a lot of not just
So
workman's
ability
comp,
to use
there's other
vehicles.
aspects to it. Because believe me, I did look it up.
Is there any way to divide
I'm sorry?
with different FEIN numbers? Fire from the
I
town?
would have to look into it a little bit more, Tracy, but I know that when you mentioned it, I'm like, well, let me look into it. So I did, and it was right there. Because a volunteer, even though they're technically considered volunteer, then they're considered, employees.
Because if you put yourself in a separate tax bracket for the town, employees only, maybe the selectmen, that still brings it under 14. And then you're just paying the PFML fire.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Everybody gets PFML, don't worry about that. It's
Right,
that
we're
100%
We
actually
don't,
paying.
we don't pay that.
We do.
Do you guys pay
We
too?
do.
We do.
We get paid.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We do.
I don't know, it all goes through payroll company,
there
I
are-
don't delve into that any longer.
There's very few groups that are exempt.
Right, that's the other whole thing, at 1099, obviously, right now, the taxes are withheld, the town.
Okay, I'm past 1099 at
Okay,
this
all right,
point,
we're moving on.
maybe splitting, these are just suggestions, and I'm sorry, I'm wasting people's time.
No, not
That's
at
what it's all about. But if you had split the FEIN number for the town of Woolwich, and you have two,
What's,
Two
you
what?
would still save 0.5% for the town employees.
How?
I didn't hear,
I
what's,
know, you probably all don't understand the whole parameters of the paid family medical leave because it's so new.
no, but you said something about splitting something.
Yeah, so say you have the town employees that work in the office, our town manager, our selectmen only on one payroll for the tax ID number,
Oh, tax ID, that's what you were saying,
Yep,
okay.
tax
okay,
ID
okay,
number.
all right,
that and create another tax
Gotcha.
ID number for EMS and fire.
gotcha, okay.
And if you do that, we would still save the higher costs of
Mhm.
paying out the 0.5% for the people of Woolwich. In case no one knows, I'll explain a little bit, I'll back up. 0.5% comes out of the employee's pay, no matter what.
Mhm.
Once you have 15 or more employees, it's now 1%. And the other 0.5% comes from our tax money. And the higher paying portion of the people are the town clerks and our town manager.
Because they make more money, right?
Yeah, because they make more money.
Right, yeah.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to ask you what you make a year?
You absolutely are.
Okay, what do you make a year?
Well, you just voted on it on town meeting, so it's 80,280.
Okay, so her alone is $400.
Right.
That the town is paying for paid family medical leave.
Right.
And whatever the clerks are making, what, 40? I'm rounding out.
They're 50.
40,000, so that's what, $200 more, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's what, 4, 5, 6, that's $800 just for those three
Yeah,
people
yeah.
alone.
Oh, stipends, did stipends count for that?
It's an income, so yes.
Those are on the
We're on it, it's on.
W2.
It's
Yeah.
just a way to save money.
Yeah, yeah.
And the way we're going, we're pushing a lot of people out of their homes at this point, especially 25% increase next year. That's another $600 on my tax bill. I mean, I'm actually working. How about all our retirees in their homes? I would like to save the town money
No, I appreciate that.
and take it into serious consideration. This is only one corner I can find to cut. And in case you guys want these.
That would be great. I would like to see.
All that this is it gives you a rounded out amount of what is being paid out for paid family medical leave. In case you're curious, I'm not sure if I printed enough.
Sure.
We can share.
So
Yeah, go
this
ahead.
is showing the 0.5%.
Gotcha.
Now the town is paying out another 0.5% on top of that
Right,
amount you're
right.
looking at. Did you want your own?
Right, so for every $5, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's for them. I don't have any decision in that. That's them that make the decisions.
If any of your employees have a question.
Yeah, they have to go to them.
No, do they?
Well, I'm sure $100,000 is
Paid
$500,
family
right? That's true.
Okay.
Have a lot of paperwork on that. But we made 5,000 each, right?
That's right.
We had to look at it, because I had to understand the premium was $25.
That's right.
And our benefit is.
Yeah, a lot of people
Well, we have that.
You know, it's very
are
confusing.
still calling me.
I'm probably $130.
Well, the thing is, we'll never take PFML for this job.
But
But it is portable. It's like, say you go to a different job,
That's right.
you are
You
now,
have to apply to us.
Stacey, I think we'll leave it at.
It's still following,
yeah, yes, yeah,
We'll look into it, and we thank you for the
Yeah.
for the
Thank you.
information.
Just
Tracy.
information to look into. That is, a possible way to save money. If you wanna go through all the hassle of getting another FEIN number, separate the fire.
Gotcha.
It's something to look into,
Okay.
most definitely.
All right,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna move on. Kim,
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
All right, I said I would relay this information. John Kennedy came in and asked if the board will consider paying monthly installments to the library so we keep the interest. I said that's not normally how we disperse the funding, but I will pass the information along to the board.
Oh.
That's not long.
What interest?
Well, so
Well,
rather
instead
than
of
one
doing
month.
1 month,
Right.
one installment of the 80,000, that we make monthly installments.
Like all the money we save on the school budget.
Well, if we pay one
I know,
payment to the
yeah,
school,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, in
We
theory, though, it could earn $3,000 or $4,000.
It could.
It could earn $3,000 or $4,000 interest if
Yeah.
it was dispersed monthly. I don't know if that's acceptable to the library.
Right. We'd
I
have
don't
to
know, I
check
don't
and
know if
see
they
if
would
the
go for that, but I
library
was
is
passing along the information.
Good
And then
point.
I talked to Jason the other day, so a couple of the tiles are out on the electronic sign, they have been for quite some time. When I called Northern Signs, he said the company has changed ownership. And if we go directly through the Northern Signs, it's gonna cost us more money. So I reached out to whatever it is, what do I do with it? I just had it and I lost it. Here it is. Electromatic.
They're the supplier.
So I had to go out and take pictures, and of course, when you take a picture with your smartphone, it just goes all weird and funky anyway. And there's only like 2 tiles that we need, but he quoted me 7. And then they would have to have them shipped here, and then Northern Signs would have to come install them. I mean, I guess we could install them, we've done them before in the past, it's just a pain. But they quoted me $3,600 for
So,
tiles, because they used to be free, but I'm sure our warranty has,
so,
long expired.
so if we only need 2 and we get 7, can we
I'm
use
wondering,
them?
I mean, because I want to reach out and be like, because they're $487 a piece. And, I mean,
They won't sell us just 2?
they can, I'm sure. I mean, I'm just going to tell them that we only need 2. But then I'm like, okay, well,
Then do we
are
get
each-
2?
is
Yeah.
each tile
right,
specific
right.
to a position?
Oh,
know,
okay,
so-
gotcha,
Or
gotcha.
can I just,
Yeah.
order 2? Because they seem to go out quite frequently.
Yeah.
And we've changed quite a few of them.
Right.
I don't want to get 7 of them.
Yeah.
What was the initial cost of that sign?
14,000?
14,000?
Yeah. So in full disclosure, Kim, Northern Sign has been good to deal with.
Yes.
They did a good job. They come out for nothing. They've done whatever thing. But the supplier of the tiles is the problem. So I had suggested maybe we get back to Northern Sign. Maybe they come out and look at it because I don't understand how we send a picture off in the
So
supply.
each tile is different?
Yeah, they're just a square, let's say.
Yeah, it's just,
They
yeah,
go in.
they're like this big.
Alan worked on them, I worked on them, and she worked on them.
Yeah.
And we did a little retro. Well, you take it apart and you literally
It's
turn the power off,
Yeah.
which we have to remember to do. And then,
Pain.
and you just change out these. The idea is if it's broken or damaged, you don't have to buy the whole thing.
Yeah, which
they-
we had to replace the whole entire motherboard one time.
Yeah, and the company's been pretty good about doing stuff. And
Yeah, we've never had to pay for anything, and now that I think it's just, it's been, what, 7-8 years since
Yes,
we've had
8
the
years.
quite a
sign?
few years before.
So, and now it's changed ownership, so, I mean, I guess reach out to Northern Signs, have them come and look at it. and
Let me
see.
know if you want me to call. I have his number. And last time he said, "Oh, we can do it on the way by and
Yeah.
save money, and we're pretty good at we want to deal with it." And they look at it and say, "This is what you need or don't need," and he actually helped us out quite a bit. But
Yeah,
this whole sending you to other people
Yeah.
is always.
yeah, it's
Is
just
there
a.
much trouble with that sign then? At what point do we get to the point where we say we?
Just get a new one.
I would like to get one of those signs that is like, not electronic, but kind of like a billboard kind of thing where it changes all the time, not like one of the
No,
red
flashing,
flashing
yeah.
things, but I don't know if it would fit in our whole sign ordinance or not.
Yeah, no,
But it's,
yeah.
because I have a hard time reading that sign. It's.
I do too sometimes, yeah.
Obviously, that would be a discussion for a future fund.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd hate to spend the money on a new sign.
I would too,
This
but
thing
you
has
know,
been,
why-
this thing has been such a pain.
It has been a pain.
We'll be-
It seems like it only goes a couple of 3 months before
Right.
it's missing one part of the message.
Yeah.
I think we should start looking into what it would cost us to put a decent sign out there.
Yeah.
Maybe for our next town meeting next spring, we'll run it by the voters, and if they approve it, we'll put out a sign. I'd like to get something, if you ever been driven through Lisbon, they got a great sign.
Yeah. mine
It's a
never
brick
says
one,
really
isn't it a
good.
brick one that's on the ground?
It's right out front of their town hall, and
Yeah, it's on the lawn there, right?
it changes, the background changes,
Yeah.
you know, it's like something a store would have, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
And
My
it's
son
really-
office has one
Yeah.
too, it's
It's
really
really
nice.
great
It's very
design.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it does like pictures and stuff like that,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
you
that's
can
really,
put-
it's really cool,
yeah.
like.
I can't remember what the rules of sign ordinance every 10
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, I just can't flash, you know, in case of agents, right? So Kim, if you want, and tomorrow's Thursday, but if you want next week, let's get together. I'll get the guy to come down. Let's see what the costs are. If you remember real quickly, when we got that sign, Wisconsin has the same sign. We had the same- A lot of the towns had the
I
same
don't know
sign.
if we need to buy 7, but.
No.
Yeah, we
We
don't
ought to
need
buy, if there's 2
But I don't
out, we
know
ought to
how
buy
we can
4.
determine which one
Because
to
that
be.
that would take us another year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So each tile is specific to a particular part.
That I don't know,
I'm not totally sure about that,
I
because
don't know.
when we got them, we were able to.
I'll reach back out, I'm just throwing that out there, that I hate the sign and I wanna do it.
Maybe we get
That's
lucky.
Crib's, Crib's wish.
Let's put a real tall aluminum pole stick up.
Cause it's
Hope the
pain,
electric-
always
that-
dealing with it.
Lightning hits it and we.
Yeah.
and turn-
His replacement sign is with Sean's helicopter right now.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Alright, I wanna extend a thank you to Jason and Vanessa, and Sean will too, for coming down to the office on Friday, July 3rd,
Yes.
to get Sean the insurance documentation. And I was on the phone and they were on the computer and I'm walking them through.
You were on the
And I said,
computer?
Well, I
tell
told us-
Sean,
yeah.
who's you a.
We're on the
Thank
administrator's
you.
computer, and I'm like, Kim, I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
And I get there to check in, they didn't even look at it. No, they did the same last
Seriously,
time.
give me it expired.
Just so you know, it runs out every July 1st.
July 1st, yeah, I went,
So,
oh, it's a big
July
difference.
2nd, get in here and
Yeah.
get your
Yes.
cards.
Yeah, and I think that.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nomination papers become available July 27th, and they have to be returned on September 24th. So we've got 2 board positions open. And then, Tom, you asked a question last week about the food sovereignty that MRS 7, Chapter 8-F. So I looked into it, and you were talking about the direct producer to consumer transactions. So it involves manufacturers and farmers selling goods straight to end users without third-party retailers or wholesalers. So by bypassing intermediaries, producers retain total brand control, keep higher profit margins, and collect valuable first-party customer data. This allows local farmers and food producers to sell directly to consumers without typical state licensing, provided the municipality has an active ordinance in place. So that's that. So it's direct to consumer instead of transaction. So we're not dealing with third parties and getting licenses from the state and et cetera. So that is.
So it sounds like we have that, so
We do
that
have
is.
We do, but you gotta
It states it in there.
Right, you were concerned about the number didn't match up with the,
It didn't seem, the one I looked at didn't seem to relate to the ordinance.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I went onto the statute and I was reading line by line, I was like, God, this is dumb. And that's what I came up with for the,
So you say, is it, what was it, was it the number that's on our food sovereignty ordinance doesn't match that?
I mean, it's just my admin
but
report.
you confirmed that the number matches the ordinance number, though, right?
Yes, it does.
Because that was what your concern was, the
Yes.
number came up with some
Okay,
other thing, right?
Yeah.
The one I looked at didn't seem to relate to the ordinance for some reason, so maybe I looked at the wrong.
No, I pulled the ordinance out and I looked at that and I said, okay, well, let me just get this MRS 284, chapter 7-F. So that's what it says in the ordinance and that's what I pulled up and that's what it has.
Yeah, because I did read that one.
Okay,
There was another.
unless I'm not comprehending it correctly, but
I'll double check.
we had the lawyer look at it and
Yeah,
I don't
right,
assume
from town
they
meeting.
would have referenced it correctly. So, That's all I have.
Okay. Road commissioner, we have a report? on
No,
that?
he was here
Okay.
last
I can just tell you though, David, you asked about roadside mowing is started.
Yes.
I thought I had something else.
Honeywell Road was paved.
Oh, yeah, Honeywell Lane got paved, yeah.
Yeah, gravel roads have been,
Things are, working on them, and
all right.
obviously, I think they were concentrating on trying to get.
Behind the
Road
flea
mowed and
market,
seal
we're
them
past-
before the
All the
traffic.
way.
No.
No, I
Oh.
can't
Oh,
imagine.
no, no.
I was gonna say, whoa.
Easy, Tiger. Only the town maintained for.
Yeah, the road commissioner and I had a chat about the rest of Honeywell Lane
Yeah,
today,
it's
which
bad.
desperately needs help.
Codes officer report. Issued 4 building permits, 1 new principal structure Adams Way, 1 principal structure and ADU on Fawn Meadow Drive, 1 improved commercial building, Reed and Reed, and 1 accessory structure barn, Whaleborough Bridge. Issued 2 plumbing permits, septic disposal field only, and septic system. And complaints, advertising signs, have been removing advertising signs from companies on town roads and intersections. I have not removed any signs from MDOT property. That's Mike's report. EMS director, Danny.
So, we responded to 10 calls so far this month. 1 mutual aid called to Dresden, saw 10 patients, 6 transported 6, and called NC1 4 times. This says we responded to Richmond, we did not. I just forgot to delete a sentence. Also Amanda Plummer, received her advanced EMT license, so we have another advanced
Oh,
EMT.
great. She live in Woolwich?
She lives in Wisconsin, right across the line. And we have, I don't know if I mentioned before, we have 4 or 5 people interested in taking the basic class at SMCC this fall. So we might have some new in-town EMTs. We were in both the Bath and Georgetown parades along with fire on July 4th. I'm still waiting on the interview with the DEA to get the license. Have no idea when it will happen. Mid-Coast Hospital will continue to supply us with controlled substances until we get the license, because there's nothing we can do
Okay.
about that. Also, I need to find out who to talk to. I'd like to hold a blood pressure clinic on Woolwich Day. Just have the
Oh,
machine
cool.
out there with someone, just
That'd be great. You consider it,
I say,
consider that message
I
received.
think you've already,
Yeah.
talked to the people.
So, yeah, we'll have somebody there,
That's
just
great.
taking blood pressures, writing them down
Okay.
for people.
Before or after they eat
Before
up
or
hot
after
dog.
they-
Before Jason is out in the sun for
I
3
know,
days.
right?
4 years ago, I passed
Yeah,
out.
before or after they eat, after Jason's cooked.
I'd say before.
Well,
And after.
4 years ago,
And
I
after.
passed out at Woolwich Day.
Yeah. So,
Too much smoke.
we had the cooling center last week, nobody came, so, we had it just in case. Didn't help that the air conditioning was broken up here, which, yeah.
Not broken now.
Now they
It's still though, if you look, it's still 76 degree in this storage room, which isn't good for our medications. Which, one way we could alleviate is by maybe putting a fan in one of those vents. Cause right now it's just, I walked in there and it's warm. Which brings me to my next point, the last, major purchase for the whole DEA drug having to do all our medications thing. That we're looking at is a dispensing machine. It's basically a medication vending machine. And what that does, yeah.
Right next to the liquor bars.
It has the oils.
Where do you put the quarters?
I wish, because we can make money. But it's got a PIN code, so everybody would have their own individual PIN. It keeps things very secure. It will help keep track of our medications better, because we're gonna have to carry so many of them. We're gonna have to carry so many medications and so many things that are gonna
So the
expire.
hospital still hasn't backed off, they still say
No,
that they've got to.
still, as of October 1st, we won't get any medications. As soon as we get our DEA license, we won't get controlled substances from them.
And we have the safes we need for that already.
We have the safe, it actually was installed,
And it's
right?
installed.
So
For the
we got
controlled
to come up
substances.
with a better room for the storage, something that is more
Climate control.
climate control.
Well, so the option for this, one of the options for this dispensing machine, you'll see 2 quotes there.
It's like a
One is
cigarette
for
machine?
Bottom half is refrigerator.
Yeah,
The other is not
there
refrigerated.
is two, I saw that.
The $11,000 one, is that the refrigerator?
Yes, yes. That's, so, yeah, it's 11,800.
Well, I would think you pay us to buy the refrigerated one, because if
If this
something happened,
breaks
we
in.
lost the drugs, we'd lose a lot more than the cost of it.
That's my suggestion, because we would, you'd be, you know, a lot out in money. This will also help us keep better track of everything, so we'll know when things are expiring, we're not gonna buy extra when we don't need it, but we can look for the prices when we know they're expiring. We just never had to deal with all of our meds before, so, yeah, the refrigerator there, you see the quote they gave me, like it's over 2,000 under list price.
I got a question for you. Does it have a built-in battery backup?
It does.
Yeah, I was,
It does too, I'm not sure how powerful that is.
No, it's just that's
is
good.
it like a
you know, it's
dispenser,
power
like a
goes out.
cigarette machine?
The only other expense above what's there is, you see
We're pretty
there's,
sure we have the generator, so it's reliable now.
it does have that.
He just drinks too.
You know my phone.
So, this, I believe that amount also, we had enough left over in our budget last year. If we can carry that forward, it should cover it.
I see it has an annual, so it does have an
There
annual.
is an annual software fee, and that's the, keeps track, it goes to their system, so when somebody goes in, puts their PIN number in, makes a selection of their Snickers bar,
Yeah.
it automatically sends it to the system, so we can look and see exactly where things are going and when.
Oh my
and by
God,
who.
it does look like a candy machine.
Yeah, it does.
Potato
Yeah, that's why I asked where you put the quarter.
Yeah. I was thinking of a cigarette
And then
machine.
I'm not looking at getting any of the fancy biometric stuff and PIN card.
Yeah,
you know.
okay.
One quick question, stupid question, will it fit through that door?
I hope so. It has the specs on there
Yeah.
for the size.
Well, read
It's,
some of that, the way,
34 inches.
That's a 30-inch door, that's
Oh,
not
it's
a
a
36
36
door.
It's a 30-inch door?
That's a 30-inch.
No.
No.
72 by 41 by 34.
Well, so
Oh, it's 34 wide? Oops.
29 deep.
Oh, 29.
yeah, you gotta go with the
Well,
small.
for one, which one are
Oh,
we looking at?
Go with the lower one.
The Cap 5. The Cap 3, the smaller machine, is actually more.
It's 40, it's
That
34.
looks like a 36.
Yeah, the Cap 5
is
That does not.
34 inches.
I read so it doesn't look like it needs crazy power, it's 150
No, it's
volts.
regular. We only have one outlet in there, so wherever we put it, we probably have to put in another outlet. That's the only other expense. So,
Okay. As long as we can get the thing in there.
that's a good, I'm gonna have to measure it. I
I,
did,
I believe that's a 30-inch, that's a 36-inch door over there, there's no question about it. But that looks to me like a 30-inch door, which means it's about 29 inches. But if that thing's only 29 inches, it should slide in.
No, but I was looking at the wrong one. This is 72 by 41 by 34.
Maybe a little research just for home.
yeah, I did.
Worst comes to
think of
worst,
this
can
one.
we swap rooms? Can you take whatever's in there and put it over?
Well, maybe so Danny, it looks like the quote's good till October.
Yes.
Is it okay to wait a couple weeks?
Yeah, I just, I just wanted it before we had to
Thank you,
start
Tom.
purchasing the medications.
Oh, no, let's use this pencil.
No,
It might be 32, but it's 30. For all you folks at home watching, there's not gonna be Snickers in there. Never gonna happen. And Sean's not getting a helicopter.
What do you have, a slide rule? What is
What
it?
is it?
34.
34. Yeah.
Okay, so it is a 36 inch.
I have some experience taking hinges off doors, so.
So the question is, do you need approval tonight or can we wait till next meeting?
We can wait till next meeting if you want.
Maybe we just get the whole picture, like, make sure it fits.
Yeah,
What's the availability?
I'm not sure, last I checked, the lead time was like 4 weeks, 6 weeks,
Okay.
but I am, again, not certain.
I mean, I did look at the
They said
sign.
that about the safes, and they
Yeah.
came almost right.
What's the drop dead?
Looks like you come in through the elevator.
Deadline on getting the drug?
October 1st is when we'll stop,
So
we're gonna have to start purchasing them
So
before
it's
that.
confirm that it's 4 or 6 weeks or whatever, so that we don't delay and.
I'm gonna have to start ordering the meds before that, so that we
Yeah.
have them.
I have some room in my refrigerator at home.
There's gonna be 90 other towns on one too, right?
Yeah.
So, and, yeah, and it's, if it gets talking here again,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah, that's
So August 5th is our next regular meeting, right?
I won't be here.
I won't
We
be.
can't, I just wanna make sure that we got the right one that fits and easy, or, you know.
We'll get it in there one way or the other.
Oh, okay, okay.
Here's my thinking, there's 90 towns that affected by this, right? If all
Could I
90
try-
put it in order right now, it may be a lot more than
It's
6
a lot of
weeks.
stuff.
So you're recommending the higher priced one?
I am recommending the refrigerated, it's only like, is it like 1,200 more?
Give us the
Less than 1,200 more?
11,000 what?
11,883.77 for the refrigerator.
Is this,
That includes
is
what the
this,
$1,200.
we are including shipping?
I'm gonna put
Yes,
this in here.
that's,
So
I can
obviously-
double verify
And
that.
obviously,
Yeah, most of the 12 grand.
I moved it, we allowed Andy to spend up to $12,000 for the Snickers, I mean, the refrigerated Snickers machine.
Yes.
Not a cigarette machine.
Second.
And is there a second?
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
seconded it.
And the money's gonna come out of EMS's income.
And we'll carry forward next year.
All right. Those in favor? Let's get the thing. I mean, you're kind of forced into it. I mean, there's no
I
way
wish
around
we
it.
weren't, I wish. we
Will
didn't
they
have to
deliver
do
it, or do we have to?
It's delivered, yeah.
Oh, no, we're not going to get it.
No.
No, I mean, who's
Oh,
muscling it
No,
into the
we
room?
have to make sure it fits in the room.
I think it's gonna get in the elevator, because that door's wide enough. And then, that's how I'm
Bring
gonna
it
look
up in the elevator. I've got it on stone.
Yeah, it's like 628 pounds, so I'm not.
Yeah, it's always pretty heavy. Trucks, right, you know, right in the parking lot.
All right,
And that's it for me.
that's it. All right, moving on. Sean,
7 calls so far this month. We're hosting a regional training next Tuesday night. Us, Georgetown, Rouseck, and West Bath. One of my dispatchers is coming in. She's our medical director for the county. For dispatch, she's gonna come in and do a regional training on how we process a fire or a medical call and kind of give an overview of that. It'd be a first for the county. I think it'd be a good opportunity for folks to volunteers to learn about things and how the process works.
When is that? That sounds interesting. I mean, I'd be
Yeah, it's
interested
gonna,
in sort of
it's,
knowing how that
it's
works.
something that's been requested by EMS folks a lot, and I'm like, you know what, let's do it for everybody, and,
Yeah, when
you know,
is it?
we're gonna go right from a 911 call right
Yeah.
through, I'm gonna call 911 here, we're gonna go right through it.
When
Next
is,
Tuesday night, 6 o'clock.
would it be okay if I came?
Absolutely, yeah. The toilet downstairs needs to have a new flush. It's broken, it's falling apart. The flush is hanging off of it. Frank mentioned to me the other day, but I forgot about it, but, yeah, it needs to have a new flush. So I don't
From
know.
our facilities manager over there.
How would you like to handle this one, man? Go along.
run that.
The new toilet replaced downstairs is broken, like broken.
It feels.
That's right, so Dale's recommended that he sends out the Lowe's and, call the plumber.
Call Ron the plumber.
Is it white?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it just needs the flush on the piece on the inside of the tank and all
Not the
that.
whole toilet.
Oh, you just did the internal one.
Yeah, that's broken. That's
Oh, Dale
broken.
can work that out, don't you?
Yeah, that's broken.
Okay, Dale will do that.
Yeah, he's got his piece of chain rope.
Perfect. Yeah, so tent will go up next week.
That's great, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Have you heard back from us today?
So Sean had reached out and we wanted to do a follow-up on the painting of the North Station, so you saw the email, right? So I sent an email to Mr. Day, I have not heard a thing, and it's just Sean and I, and we just, I tried to word it nicely that, we ought to do a follow. There's a couple of things that weren't quite done that he said he was gonna do, like the door is not painted, and there's a piece of trim or two that are still white, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I said that it would make it, well, I tried to spin it so that if we could conclude all this to everybody's satisfaction, we could
Yeah.
follow up with the documentation to the appropriate entity that would,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. It looks the
No, the
looks
majority-
good. Like
yeah.
you call it looks like a brand new building.
Yeah.
But I just want it done.
Yeah.
It's just The
The interesting
Well,
part is he offered up.
You knew this was coming
Oh, yeah.
anyways, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We all expected this.
Yeah, but I threw out the part that we needed to follow up with the
district
final,
attorney.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
to say that we met this
Yeah.
requirements. But anyway, so we will do that, we will get on it.
Okay. I'm gonna call if you're
No,
do
go
that.
ahead.
I'm gonna call the sign outfit there tomorrow and just give them a couple ideas that I come up with. Just to I want to get some prices for a new sign. Now the building's painted. The old sign is warped and tweaked and it's not going back on. So I'm gonna price out just some options just to see what it would cost us to have a new sign put up. for the building.
The guy that we used.
What did the sign on the salt shed cost?
Oh, I don't know what it was, but yeah.
$100?
Yeah, it was, that's an aluminum
Yeah,
decal.
yeah,
What I told Sean, so I sent him to the guy, obviously the one for the park and the cemetery, but it's like, no harm in getting a price,
right.
figure out what it is. And that may be an option too.
Oh, that guy in Brunswick?
Yeah, the guy that you and I went, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Pleasant Street anyway.
Yeah, I get it on my phone, so I'll give him a call. I think that is it. Yeah, that's all I have on my list.
That it?
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, what time is it? Thank you.
I have something. So I keep getting this bill. I forget about this. So remember the Smokey the Bear sign, the second
Yeah.
side?
Yeah,
They've tried to bill me for the last 2 years to pay for it. I've been told by 3 people at the Forest Service and Department of Agriculture that it was taken care of because of how good of a spot that is for them.
Yeah.
Because it's good advertising. I mean, it's for them. And I keep getting a bill.
So you're
I'm on it.
Thank you.
What time is that regional meeting?
6.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock here.
Oh, right, I do have that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Nothing on the old business?
Yeah, we have additional appointments. You should have them.
Whole permit on the new business.
No, we have no business.
There's a couple of additional appointments, I think, David.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
One's
I didn't
behind.
say that.
Okay, all right.
Not many. It's
It's
like,
not that big.
Candace Conrad, Deputy Town Clerk, Deputy Tax Collector, Deputy Treasurer, Mike
That's me
Fields,
first.
Health Officer. You wanna do them both at once?
I would move that we approve the appointments.
Second.
Those in favor? All right, pole permit. They want to put a pole on Mountain Road. It's basically gonna be a, what they call a stub pole. It's gonna be a pole on the opposite side of the road, so they can run a guide wire across from the existing pole.
What do they call those?
It's like a tie-off pole, it's not pole.
Okay.
It's 38 feet from pole number 494, if you know what pole
I know where that is.
494 is.
Actually, I have another one. They just sent it today. I thought I brought it up. Let me go grab it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any objection to them putting in this stub pole so we can run a guide wire over so the other pole doesn't fall down?
No.
They're in the right of way and there's a drawing attached.
Road commissioner,
Sign this.
So moved.
All right. Which one is?
the road commissioner is the only one that's gonna have an opinion about
Well, what they always do is they have to be a certain distance off the pavement.
it. Does that interfere with the mowing when there's a?
Oh, we, no, not anymore in the mailboxes.
Kim has run downstairs to get a second pole permit that she just received today, so God knows yourself if you. Where are they located?
I will not be at the first August meeting.
Okay,
I'll be my official.
we'll carry on with those.
But they're gonna shoot.
So I have something,
Just keep this phone with you in case we have to.
Oh, wait, is it August 5th?
August 5th, yeah?
I won't be here either.
Really? So I do have something to bring up.
We can run a bar, find everything we want to point to.
Yeah, the three of us.
These guys are gonna have more appointments.
Lifetime appointments. So since Kim's not here, but Greg, at the end of the planning board, Greg Bukowski had asked about meeting with the select board sometime in the next month, in August if we could.
Anytime you burn.
What he'd like to do is,
What about what?
well, about this whole updating from, well, first of all, there's the new ADU stuff, right, that we need to incorporate next year. And then this whole going from planning ordinance to land use ordinance, you know, remember how
You know, Kristen wanted to
Crystal wanted to
consolidate.
consolidate, make them clean it up. So he wants to talk about some options. And you may actually want to recruit Tommy for some help, you
I'll
know,
help with that.
with the verbiage, electronic stuff, you know, like, or he wants to just talk about how to start. And,
Do we have anything going before our next meeting?
Well,
He won't be
You guys
here.
won't be here.
Yeah, I was-
The second one in August.
well, I don't think we heard back from the DOT, right?
I
No.
haven't,
No, we never finalized. We threw out dates for the
for the safety audit.
safety audit. And they're still trying to figure out. He requested a 2-hour.
Thank you, ma'am.
So can we move and approve that one?
Okay, thank you.
And the only other thing we're talking about is the planning board chair. Greg would like to meet with the select board at some point in August. We're thinking the second select board meeting. Greg Bukowski's,
Okay.
to talk about the updates for next year's town meeting and ADU stuff and ordinance work and all that.
You guys are gonna love this one. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, what was we just talking about? Oh,
Oh, safety
the
audit.
safety audit, real quick. We reached out back and forth, and we do not have a date yet, but the DOT would like to have a 2-hour slot.
Yeah, I think it was an email there.
Yeah, but I don't think we firmed up the time.
See if
We
we
said,
can, see if we can do that on a Wednesday afternoon.
That's what we were-
2 o'clock or something.
well, I'm trying.
Well, we had suggested 3:30.
I'm trying 3 o'clock, 3:30, different, but they, between vacations and DOT staffing and
We could do that on an off week if we had
the planning board.
the planning board or the DOT one, whichever one, whichever, I mean, DOT.
Greg,
It's important enough to get them down there. So
Oh, it is.
If they could do it on a Wednesday, that'd be the best day for me and for Kim. And we do it whatever Wednesday you want,
But-
whether it's Selectmen's meeting
Yeah.
or not.
Except for that first one, I'm free on any Wednesday.
but is it okay? So Greg, I
Oh.
thrown out maybe 4 o'clock at our second meeting in August. Is that okay to convey that?
That's what,
okay.
the
For
19th?
Greg,
Yeah,
19th?
the 19th. I don't think we have anything yet. So
No,
four-
I'm leaving on the 20th.
Yeah.
I'll be
Where are you
in
going?
Colorado.
yeah. So 4 o'clock we could spend. All right, I'll let you all know.
Okay. All right, you guys are gonna love this one. This one is on George Wright Road. And it's a non-engineered pole for the osprey.
oh, wow.
Are you serious? They're gonna put up a pole or a platform on the top, to keep the osprey
Where?
away from the, there's an existing pole 34 and 35, and it's gonna be between them. And they're obviously,
Where is this going to be at?
it's gonna be on George Wright Road,
Where?
between pole number 34 and pole number 35. I would assume that's down close to the water. And it's gonna be on.
Because I know there's an osprey nest that's between me and the next house down below, and that's it. And we have to shoo them away a little bit because we have ducks and geese.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, they're obviously hindering
Nature.
the electrical poles down there, so they wanna put a non-engineered pole on the opposite side of the road for their osprey platform.
Yeah, we just asked CMP to come down last week because our lights have been strobing badly. And I'm wondering if that's our volt that they're hitting.
Well, it's 7,200 volts on those poles down there, and they're trying to keep the birds away from them. Those poles carry all the electricity for Georgetown and Rouse's.
Right, and we're right there. It's 1, 2, and then it goes to the bridge.
So if the osprey shorted out, 2 towns lose all their electricity, so they wanna put a pole between those 2 poles.
So that would be Jennifer and my land.
So clearly there must be they're habitating on an existing power pole and they're trying to lead them off to
Yeah,
another.
ours.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be in the edge of the shoulder.
Yeah.
Halfway between 35 and 34.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the road. So I think all the poles down there now are on the left side of the road, aren't they, when you head to Bush Bath? They're on the right side?
Everything's on the right side until you get down to where the dike, past the dike, I think.
Okay, then this pole's gonna be on the other side
Opposite side.
of the road.
On the
We're
Albert.
trying to steer them away from the power lines.
So,
Who's paying for it?
motion to.
CMP, yeah. I would move it.
Oh, yeah, so we are.
Yeah, I would move. Might be cheaper than fixing the power though. I would move it.
Oh, God, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Second.
Those in favor?
We export, just so you know, we export osprey every year. We have an excess. Maine has an excess of osprey.
They're caught and taken
I'm-
away?
Midwest somewhere, yeah.
I was working on that wall all day, pounding nails and stuff.
Okay.
My hands killing.
Hey, David, have you noticed the lawn's been partly mowed up to the town hall?
I haven't been by that way this week.
I would suggest we withhold a check from the people who mow the lawn. And I don't know if they've done the cemetery yet, but I was down here one day, they'd mowed everything except
They
the
were here
cemetery.
yesterday.
The cemetery's mowed now, but you are right. I was here too. They mowed that, but not that. I don't have any idea what they.
Is this the same guy that mows Tanner
Alright.
Square?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was out there the other day.
I will go home that way. and check it out.
But it is true, they don't make any sense, they mow this, they don't mow this. Kim's reached out a couple of
Didn't have
times.
to check,
She has, well, you hold payment, withhold payment if they don't.
didn't have to pay,
Yeah, if
maybe
they
they'll
don't,
reach out.
if they don't fulfill the contract, then
Yeah.
that's kind of how, you know,
Yep,
you'll get,
their attention.
you'll get their attention.
I will.
Kim, do you have an email from DOT reference to the road closure for EMA? Like,
I sent it yesterday.
no, I'm
Oh, you just the emergency.
Is there a detour route closure?
Yes, I'll
email?
send that to you. Yes,
Yeah, we,
it's
yeah.
tiny, but yeah, I'll send it to you.
All right, is there anything further from the school?
Just one small thing, one real quick thing, I think we all received an email today that was forwarded from the office that
Oh,
we,
yeah.
that there was a very nice compliment given to Kim, I think, and to, Tegan and,
It was Tegan, yeah, when it's out.
but I mean, I just think it's,
Candace and Tegan.
I'm sorry, yeah, it's worth noting, you know, that, sometimes we get complaints, and sometimes we get your compliment.
I know, I was very pleased to see that email, so I wanted to share it with the board. And then also, when Tegan, I was gonna bring this out to the board, when Tegan first started, I remember I was telling you about the Pet Point, the new dog licensing thing,
Yeah, yeah.
and everybody hates it.
Yeah.
And nobody can figure it out because the training from the state is horrible. So, I like threw it to Tegan and I said, here, figure it out. This is your new job. And she like tackled it.
Oh, that's great.
And so Julia from West Bath
West Bath.
reached out
Yeah,
and said, hey, does anybody happen to have, training? And I said, hey, Tegan, you want to do it? So West Bath, Richmond, and I think Rousick are coming here, and
Oh,
Tegan is
cool.
going to teach them how to do pet points.
oh, cool.
Excellent.
Very
cool.
nice. I thought that was great.
I guess one other thing about regarding since we're on the topic of Tegan, there was a mess up from a previous employee between a voter registration card and specifically the party that she had registered and when it went into the database. And so Tegan reached out to it's actually the Maine Democratic Party for this upcoming vote and
Yeah.
said, this is a clerical error that this woman should be allowed to, a resident of ours should be allowed to vote in this, and so she took care of it.
Yeah,
It's all
had her
been
call
taken care of.
elections, and she pulled the card, and
Yeah.
it obviously was a typo.
Yeah.
But this was done back in 2024.
This was
and
in
I'm surprised it's the
2024.
first time it's been noticed,
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
But at least it's taken
Well, and I
care
think
of.
she
She's correct.
voted, the constituent voted absentee whenever, anyway, she didn't catch it until just now. So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, yeah,
Excellent.
Alright.
we got good.
So I must have missed the public thing,
What's that now?
the public comment, I missed it.
No, you didn't.
No, we took you in the public comment. You were,
You
Oh, I
were,
thought that was,
no, you were talked to under public comment.
Yeah, we took you as well on the public comment, because I told you I'd take you early.
I thought you,
We were gonna put it under new business, but
yeah, new business,
You
and
just
you said
decided-
that would.
you got to talk to us.
No, we took you ahead of time.
Yeah,
The idea was to take you so you wouldn't have to stay so long.
Oh,
So he mentioned your business,
but
but
I
then,
wanted to stay and listen to everything.
oh, no,
Oh, good, thank you.
no.
We haven't
She's
adjourned yet, what do you need?
I just have questions on, if I go on our website, can I find information on how to go about getting, the town ordinance?
yeah, there's a.
There's a whole page of.
You mean
Okay.
accessing the ordinances? You mean-
How to create one,
Oh.
or two,
It won't say that under our website.
no.
I mean, usually ordinances are, it all depends on what kind of ordinance, but it's either the select board or.
Blocking people's right of ways, for one, and having unregistered vehicles piled up on someone's property.
Okay, there are
Gail,
some.
is that you or me?
Would you, well, no, would you, so Tracy, a first step would be to talk to Mike, the code officer. Okay? And tell him what your problems are and see, because it,
I've looked it up online.
no, but,
And supposedly the state is supposed to protect people's right of way, but they don't.
right, and there are state laws on number one registered vehicles.
There are,
Well, make.
Well, but that's Mike's, I mean,
Yeah.
that Mike is the enforcement on that,
Mike
so.
Field's the code enforcement officer,
and
so,
is there codes on having 15 vehicles?
absolutely, it's a
Yeah.
state,
Statewide.
it's a state law. But you have to talk to him though, and say, hey, this is, have you haven't reached out to him yet, right?
And I take it he's on vacation.
Nope. No,
Just call his cell phone, his card's
He just doesn't
downstairs.
always come
he
to
doesn't
this
always
meeting.
come here because he's in another town.
His card's right on
Two
the
other towns.
Counter.
bulletin board at the foot of the stairs. As a bulletin board, it might start.
They're right up front, right on the lobby. There's a,
Okay, his cards on the on the shelf in the lobby, grab one of his cards, call him, he's very good at calling people back.
I have one speed dial.
Last but not least, how do I go about seeing if the town can vote on separating from RSU one?
I don't know what the
We're
process.
making out the a-hole for all the schools.
I don't know what the,
8.9% coming out next year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be an RSU? There's a whole process.
West Bath did it.
Yeah,
Right, but
I know,
there is a
but there is,
process.
there's several steps
I think you have
involved
to
in all of this.
Reach out to the State Department of Education and they would send you the information.
Oh,
how it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, DOE.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
can't do it through the town.
No, we don't have any more
Okay.
input with it, no.
That answers.
So Department of Education, right.
Oh,
I'll save for anything else later.
yeah, or talk to West Bath.
One more time, anybody have anything else for the board before we adjourn?
There you go, Jim.
Motion to adjourn?
So
Okay.
moved. Second.